I think it's the education system that is there by entire the belief system that we carry. We are able to negate quite a bit of it. And then
On
there
top
will
of that,
always be one or two. Yeah. Yeah.
sorry, what you said is absolutely true. I also do all of that. On top of that, I remind them of two things. Number one, you cannot use Wikipedia as a reference even in your high school assignment. Your teacher will not accept it. You cannot use Wikipedia in your university assignment. Your professor will not accept it. It is not accepted as a reference. Why? Because it is an unreliable source. So why are you relying on a source that is not accepted for your exams or in school or in university? And number two, before they leave, of course, we tell them this is what you're going to find out. Then I also nowadays make them do this. I tell them, look, go to www.mancity.com. Look for partners. Scroll down and you will find QNet. This is not QNet's website. This is Manchester City's website. We are on their website, a billion-dollar company who have lawyers, they have accountants, they have tax auditors, they have police officers working for them, with them. If Manchester City has us on their website and you still want to trust Wikipedia, which is an unreliable reference point, then we both know who the moron is on this table. I know it sounds very forceful, VP Sati, but we do it.
And I guess it doesn't have to be forceful, it just comes from inside because you know the facts. And when I guess the presenter knows the facts, and with the belief and the authority that they talk, is the people who themselves have doubt, they pass on the doubt to the prospect. Who themselves don't believe and they are here to try, they have a big problem, because people believe anything. People will go for crypto, people will go for anything. And these are those people who would want to make some money and just go away. You know, they don't understand financial freedom. They don't understand what it means to not go to office. And they're just there to make some money. And if you are in that state, I would say, don't represent us. First, build up your belief system, get knowledge, and then go ahead and represent us. Then you will do us justice. Because if you're yourself doubtful, you're not doing a great service to us. Get that sorted first.
Very true.
So you mean you turn away prospects also?
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
All the time. It is an interview as far as I'm concerned. It's an interview. I'm interviewing the guy. Do you qualify to be a partner with a company that is in partnership with Manchester City? Do you qualify to represent Dato Sri Vijay and we founder Japa? Because if you are a scammer, a schemer, and a guy who's going to be like that, no problem. Don't sign up. Go and join that pyramid scheme. Waste your $50,000 there, and I'll consider it good riddance to bad rubbish.
Very true. Very true. It's always better to send these people home.
You know, on a different topic, Perm and Diggy, your whole family supports you in building the business, right? You know, your whole family is QNet family, you call it. You know, what do you tell those people who their wives or their husband don't support them, their family doesn't support them, and they get so frustrated and they lose focus very fast? What do you tell them?
Diggy, you want to take this first?
I was that way lucky because when I started, my wife was 100% on board because she wanted to do something, and that's how I came in and we started the business. But yes, then my parents never understood what I am doing. They still don't understand what I am doing. But I believe if somebody really loves you, trusts you, they won't not support you because what you are doing. Okay, if they're truly your friend, if they're truly your well-wisher, They will stand with you, come what may. That's number one. Number two, when I started, of course, when I started, I also did not knew much. So I made some mistakes initially in my journey where I was not able to represent, where I was not able to prospect. I made all the classical mistakes which my uplines told me. And most of people who did not come along were those people who did not understand what I was trying to do. But VP Sati, there's a big difference today. What I see, none of my friends who did not come over, it wasn't that they became anti me. Now I see this happening today because somewhere, in the head of people rub people on the wrong side. It's everybody's choice whether they want to come on board or not. Okay, so we got to respect that choice. But to answer your question, yes, there would be times when people may not support you, and they don't support you, I believe, because they don't see the conviction in your own eyes why you're doing it. You are not clear what are you trying to establish, and you don't take the time to tell your wife, your husband, your parents, your friend, why is it that you're giving your blood and sweat? Why is it that you're building this business? If they don't understand, then I don't think so they will support. And believe me, over a period of time, if you continue with your journey and you create results, like in Hindi, there is a saying, chamatkar ko namaskar. Once, which means if you make it, then people say, yeah, we knew you will make it. So I would say, continue doing it, you will make it.
VP Sati, for me, it's AVP Digvijay. For me, it's a two-step process. Number one, first filter. The people who are not important, don't worry about them. All the far away, distant, third cousin, second removed, not important. These people, we don't even have to bother about them, whether they are supporting us or not. We are too concerned about unimportant people. Then there is the inner circle, the husband, wife, parents, children, that inner circle. To them, not difficult. Just tell them one thing. And if you tell them this one thing, they will have no choice but to support you. Just say, I am going to do QNet till I die. I am not going to change. I am not going to move left or right. I am stubborn. I am not going to change. I'm going to do this like a crazy guy, whether you support me or not. And if you say that to them and you prove it to them for just a few months, they will fall in line and support you because they know this guy is nuts. He's crazy. He's a fanatic. He's going to do it. So either we support him or we're going to lose him. So don't worry. If they are your close ones, they don't want to lose you. So they will support you.
Okay. So what makes you angry about your downlines?
Angry about the downlines? I think it's more of just frustration when they don't follow the system, because I'm just so sad for them that they're not going to make it. Not angry, just like a father, worried and frustrated for them, nervous for them. That's it. So it's more of, if they don't follow, then I feel very sad, frustrated, agitated. That's the feeling.
I guess, VP Sati, it's more when you are able to see the potential and you know that this person can make it very, very big. They're just there, and that's when we are not able to make them cross the line. That's where I get angry on myself, that what more could I have done? What more, because I could see, why couldn't I show that person that? And most of the time, as VP Perm said, it's our frustration that we know that this works. We know that you are there just at the edge, and that's when when people don't follow through. That's when it becomes more of a question mark and more of a frustration, but not anger. I guess I used to be angry 10 years back. No longer. Yeah.
Now, both of you have huge networks, and your networks that you have built has collapsed many times, and you have rebuilt again. how many times will you keep rebuilding? When do you say enough is enough?
There is
I guess
no.
AVP Perm
Go
said it
ahead,
just a
David.
second before. AVP Perm said it just a second before. I'm going to do this to the end of my life. So yeah, as in, and I guess there is nothing called collapse. Collapse. The word itself is so heavy. It collapse as if some building collapse. So it's just that when you are building once, you made some mistake, you learn from it, and then next time you correct it faster. It's just the feeling because, and I was so lucky, my uplines never used this word, oh, your network has collapsed. They just told me what you are doing is not going to work for longer. You're being complacent. Get back into the game. Otherwise, whatever you have, you will lose it and you will have to start again. So I think I was lucky in that I only heard this word called collapse when other people were asking, my network collapsed. I never knew how the network will collapse because there will always, if you built it the right way, there will always be few people who will believe in you, who will believe in the opportunity. And rebuilding it again, it's a matter of time because if you already know what you need to do, then it's just implementation.
It's okay. We just build it better, isn't it? Every city today that was struck by some earthquake some time ago is today more fabulous.
Yep.
So it's okay. We just make it nicer, better, more beautiful. And sometimes it's fun also because the challenge is there and we stay younger, we are more motivated, we build new countries, we take the knowledge. It's okay. And nice to prove them wrong also, the guys who say we won't make it. Very nice to prove them wrong when we rebuild.
And VP Sati, my upline told me one thing long time back. VP Sachin told me once that if you go to a market, if you go to a city with the right intent, and if you have your blood and sweat there, just believe that if you are honest in your intention, it will come up. And it has happened through, I went for few cities, few markets starting. It did not come up then. But today, those cities, those markets are flourishing because what efforts we put in. So I guess it's also important to believe in our own self that we can do this and we can make it if we put our right intentions and right effort. And for your question, how long? I guess Perm said it the best. I'm going to do this till the end of my life. So, yeah.
And that brings me to another question. Perm, you've been doing this now at 22, 23 years,
Yes.
12 years. When is retirement?
Retirement.
Let me explain because people understand network marketing as you build for many years and then you go and lie down on the beach and earn passive income. That's what people understand network marketing is. Now they see Perm working for 23 years, Digvijay 12 years, Ranjit 23. They're not enjoying their money. What do you tell to these people?
No, that is a misconception, VP, because I built it from 1999 to 2006, aggressively active income. After 2007, it was all passive income until today. We migrated to Australia. I've been earning passive income since 2007 until today, 15 years passive income, living in a white man's country, expensive country, all from QNet. Raised my family, QNet money. My father, cancer, QNet money. Sharon, my brother, you know him, good friend of yours, VP Sati. Until the day he died, treatment for his kidneys, QNet money. My grandmother, QNet money. My mom now in Malaysia, QNet money. All that we have got, QNet money, it's all been passive income. But that doesn't mean I stop doing QNet. Why should I stop doing QNet? It's passive, yes, but I love QNet so much. I want to do this. I love this. So passive and stopping doing the work are two different things. I can have passive income and still do it out of love. I can do slow, fast, start, stop, whatever. Income is coming in. But I don't have to do it anymore like a job, J-O-B. Go to work, come back home because of the money. Now I do it because of the love, the hobby, the passion. Now you couldn't pay me to be awake at 2 o'clock to be here, 2 a.m. I'm only here because of my love of QNet and because my brother, my VP Sati said, bro, of course I'll be there. Of course. Thank you for remembering me. This is an honor. But if my boss told me to do this, I will tell him to, no, thank you.
And VP Sati, retirement is a word. You retire from something which you start hating. As in, people retire from a 40-year job and they just want to walk away from it.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Anybody here on this call can even dream that we don't like what we are doing. Okay. It is not even on the likeness. We are all in love with what we do. We're all in love with when we see a new guy changing his life, when a new downline buys his mother a new house. That's a high which I haven't seen anywhere. I worked in corporate for 13 years. I didn't, any accolades, any promotions didn't give me that high. So retirement is you only retire from things which you don't like. But if you want to walk away, I think don't wait till retirement. Walk away now. I'll be very honest. As in, then you are not, yes, expecting or working to build a passive income so that you can build next time easier is a different mindset. So once you have built a pipeline, you are making the money and the lifestyle, and then you're building something else. It just becomes a little easier. You can fly. Like I remember traveling in trains to build. Today is just easier. You go into the plane and take the left. It's just that. It's just that. But I would have not been doing this if it just doesn't give. I don't know. I can't put it in words, but the high it gives seeing newer people maxing out faster, they evolving in the business and they changing their lives. I feel it as an honor when a lot of my downlines they want to buy a new car, their first German car, and they'll say, "Could you come on a video call because I'm just taking the delivery of my." Now that love and that care, I haven't felt from any of my circle of friends, family, where they will remember. Maybe I wouldn't have even actively worked with that guy, but then he'll say, "Can you come on a call? I'm just taking a delivery of the call." That touches a different part of the heart, and I would just keep doing it for that.
Yeah, I remember asking Dato Sri, what was your biggest check in a week? Said my biggest check was when a lady gave me a basket of vegetables and said, "Thank you for changing my life." Yep. That's what you mean, Diggy.
Yeah. Yes.
Now, why is QNet different from other companies? What's that one thing you think that is different?
QNet is family. Our business is family oriented. We are not corporate oriented. If you see the way the company is run, sometimes we seem a little chaotic, but that's how families are. Everything we can talk, everything we can discuss. Remember VP Sati, when we were in that way, Amway, we couldn't even talk to the country manager.
Correct.
And they will not entertain us. But in QNet, we are listening to Dato Sri, the founder. We are able to, remember when we came to Melbourne Spring Extravaganza Amway, and VP Sati went on stage, VP Kuna went on stage as a 15%er, I went on stage as a 12%er. Then Peter Madison had a gathering. We couldn't even go and see our upline diamond. In QNet, we are hugging VPs and AVPs and VCs and V investors and V founders like brothers, and all the corporate treat us like brothers and sisters. So it's totally different. It's family oriented. To me, that's the biggest difference. We are not corporate or so cut and dry. We are always willing to embrace, welcome, negotiate, listen, discuss. So the flexibility, the family flexibility is so important.
and I guess VP Sati, for me, luckily, I would say luckily, I did not knew any other network marketing company before I joined QNet. So I did not had any reference point. I just came in QNet, and there was so much honesty. My first week on, I tell you, I did not sleep 1 minute. As in day, night. We were in some small part of Malaysia, and we were not having. We had $300, 6 people, and traveling. But every time you enter that arena, one thing was very, very clear, whether it was in service, whether it was the speakers who were coming, and in the night when Datu Sri comes in, one thing was very true. These people are honest people. They are good people. I am in the company of good people. Okay. And like my upline always used to say, if you are a good person, you will make this, make it in the business. So when I used to enter that arena, and the way you all spoke, I felt I am at the right place. At least nobody is going to give me, some BS that you will make it. People are talking about struggles. People are talking about training me how to be a good person. So when I came in and I put my resignation on the 5th day of VCon from the arena, only because of one thing, because I was convinced that I'm at the right place. The heart is at the right place. And looking at all of you all on the stage, and I'm sure this happened with everyone who came for their first time in VCon, we remember modules, one by one. At 3 a.m. modules, Datu Sri talking about commitment and telling the stories of, commitment. The Japanese warriors, I still remember those links. And I think that value system is what holds all of us together. And that is why we are the best. I would not say we are different. We are the best. It's not available anywhere else.
Excellent. So I think we're going to take a 5-minute break so people can fill up their glass with water or something. So see you guys in 5 minutes.
Sure, thank you.
stage of life. And we are back. Welcome back, Perm. Diggy.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Now, as you both know, WeCon Connect is coming up March 27 to 29. Okay. And although it's a virtual WeCon, people say it is not as powerful as the physical one. What are your thoughts on that? And why should someone attend WeCon Connect?
If you perm, you want to take it on?
Go ahead, bro. You can start.
Okay. So, VP Sati, last VCC, I did a tour of almost 8 to 10 venues where all the people have gathered in India. And I was at that point of time in India. I went specifically for that. Believe me, I couldn't see a difference in the excitement of the people. I couldn't see. So people who sat there, they got their clicks, and of course they were sitting with their teams. If you're sitting alone in your house, I guess you have the choice to go and get a coffee. So first suggestion, get into a hall with 2 to 10 to 20 people with your team, and be there as if you're sitting there for your life to change. Most of the people come thinking, let me see what it is. But people who come there to change their lives, they get their clicks. I was sitting there in the audience, listening to everyone, and I felt I am there in the arena. And this VCC, the setup was so beautiful, the setup was so advanced that I couldn't see the difference. And I truly believe by WeCon, as in VCC and WeCon, that if you want to change your life, you got to be there. Whether you are a new IR, whether you are a 10-year-old IR, you just can't miss, because it's our yearly booster shot, which gives our confidence, our belief up to the next level. And when you come back, I still don't know after 12 years and so many WeCons what happens in WeCons, but I know every time I come back, I am on a different zone. But yes, I would say people who have a question, just believe your upline and go and sit in that hall where it's coming, sit in front of a screen and give your 100%, and you will see the difference. My kids sit and my younger one is 11 years old. He will sit in front of the screen and I'll say, Uncle Patman is coming, this one is coming, and he will keep writing his notes. It has changed life the way we have never thought of, and it's only because of this one platform. And it just cannot, I wouldn't say it is mandatory. I would say you can't survive without this. It is a part of the business. You have to be there. If you're little serious about your goals, if you're little serious about your next rank, if you're little serious about your growth, there's no choice. You got to be there. There's no alternative to that. And where will you get to hear from the greats, Datusri and Japa, where as in it changes something. There's no word, paradigm is not, it doesn't cover everything, but there's something which changes, some gears which put into motion, and it keeps on, those words keep on reverberating, and your thought process changes. So there's no choice. If you are here, you're serious, be there, be in the hall.
WeCon Connect, actually, it's such a alternative way of reaching people. We are now reaching house husbands and housewives. While they are cleaning the house, taking care of the baby, they put it on the TV and it's playing. We are reaching grandparents and great-grandparents who are sitting down and they've got something exciting to observe their grandchildren doing the business. We are reaching students who are going for exams who could not come to Penang perhaps, but now they can join. We are reaching people in the Pacific Islands, because in Australia we are building Tonga and Samoa, Fiji, New Zealand, they cannot come perhaps so easily to Penang. We can reach them. We are reaching people who have different earning power. So they may not be able to pay that much money for a VCon ticket and fly, but they can pay $50, $60 from the home. And we are reaching that excitement of groups, as you said, AVP Digvijay, in your local hotel or your local community hall. So to me, it's like, wow, take full advantage. And of course, we will love to come back to Penang or KL or wherever and do the physical VCon. But to me, this one, why should we choose one or the other, right? We can do both, right? Double benefit.
Yes. And VP Sati, for your earlier question where people say their friends and family don't support, this is the golden moment. Bring them in and make them sit there. What maybe you are not able to do, there are people who can make that easier for you. Yes. And people will, everybody will come together because magic happens at VCon. And I don't know anybody who's been successful who's not been in VCon. So if they are, if you're serious, bring everybody together. So I guess this will also solve that problem as well for a lot of people, because now bringing those people is easier. Making them sit through is easier.
Okay, excellent. So March 27 to 29, guys, book your tickets. It's going to be, the technology is going to be different, so much more advanced. That last VCC I was on top of Burj Al Arab. All the but on top of Burj Al Arab. This year we might be on top of Burj Khalifa. You never know. So it'll be fun. I'm excited to see what the team comes up with. Anyway, now I'm going to get a little bit personal with both of you. Digvijay, what is your biggest strength and what is your biggest weakness? And same question to Perm after this.
Biggest strength. So biggest strength is and I would put it more to, because of my uplines, they drilled in me that giving up is not a choice. Failing is not a choice. And I guess that has been my mantra from day one. I did not see early success. I did not see early money, went through hard times, but this one thought which kept on being hammered in my head, that giving up is not an option. And today, I think that is the biggest success. Even if I am building a new market and I'm not seeing early success, it's that thought which is always there, that you have to keep going on, and if you keep going on, success will come. So I think it's a mixture of the culture, the DNA that has been passed on to me through various uplines, through systems, that there's nothing called failing. So I just keep going, I just keep building, and I'm sure in my head that if I put my right foot forward and with the right intention, results will come. So I think that has served me as the greatest strength. Weaknesses, one, I am working on getting my tummy in. So it's a 5-year process. But yes, on a serious note, there are many areas where I would really like to work, and like Datusri always said, laziness and it creeps us. So it creeps on us when we are not aware. So being switched on, what we learned through ISB, advanced ISB, always being switched on. I wouldn't say weakness. I would say that's a constant work, which and if I just slip up, then then it becomes a problem. So so I think things are still there are many things which needs to be put into place. Perfection there's nothing called perfection, and that's what the greatest thing about this company and our uplines and Dato Sri, that they constantly keep making you aware how much you can improve, how much you can become better. And I think that's the greatest learning, and that's the greatest gift from this business, that you keep seeing the mirror and you keep improving yourself and knowing that there's one more step to take.
For me, my greatest strength are two things, which is I'm very persistent and very consistent. Consistent means I can do the same thing over and over again, whatever it may be, running upstairs, exercise, food control, or presentation, or whatever discipline. Again and again, I can do it, and I can be persistent for the long term. I can do the same thing over and over again for the long term without quitting. So the discipline is good. And my greatest weaknesses also too, I can be very egoistic and impatient. So to be humble is difficult for me. That means I have to constantly push myself. Okay, stay humble. You don't know it all. Take it easy. Nowadays, you don't even need to know it all, Parminder. There is Google and there is search. So that one knows more than you. So like, so staying humble is difficult, and not being impatient is difficult, because I just want it now. So I have to like, maybe it's not today, maybe it will come in its own time. So those two are my challenge right from day one, VP Sati. You know this.
Okay, and then in your journey in Keenet, can you remember the best moment you had?
Wow, there have been so many lovely moments. Uncountable, VP Sati. The day I quit my job, building a new, first time I went to Africa to build, migration here, earning passive income, serving in Vicon Bangkok 2005 as head of security, Vicon Connect, hosting that 2 years ago. All the sessions with Dato Sri, I really cannot say one thing, and it's like what AVP Dick Vijay said, you know, that times we had with our people, the late nights and the on the roadside, so many VP Sati, I don't know, it's a lifelong happiness. I guess since we are here today and alive and excited at 3 a.m. in Melbourne, this may be one of those.
Diggy, you have anything outstanding?
VP Sati, the whole journey has been amazing, and there as in like Perm said, the journey while we were building, when we didn't had anything, okay, and I still remember one of the New Year's Eve, 31st, me, VP Kavita, and few more people, we were sitting in India, in Mumbai, near a roadside tea stall, and we were making plans that what we will do 5 years later. And you know, we were sitting on a you know, it wasn't proper shop also. There was a guy who was sitting on a cycle, and he was making tea for us. And from morning 10 to evening, and people were partying, people were planning to go to New Year party, and we were sitting there. And we were dreaming dreams that one day we will earn so much money, we'll have this, our teams will have so many. I think those moments are priceless. And and those moments play the biggest role when things don't go my way. I remember them and I get the strength. Okay. But yes, one moment, when the first time when I was in the business, I did 10,000 BVs. Okay. And it was a benchmark set by my uplines. And VP Kavita wrote a message for me these are BlackBerry days when one group was there for 30 people. So there were, I think, 4 or 5 groups. And suddenly after 9:30 on Friday, India time, you know, her message went out. Okay. He's done his 10,000 BV, L1, we call it L1, level 1. The high that I got from there, in fact, For a very long time, I changed phones. I kept that message because, that was that was like, what do you say? It was a proof. I can make it. I can do this. I don't even remember how much money I made out of those 10,000 DVs, but I remember that message going on and the appreciation, good word from my upline saying, "Oh, this guy did something good." I think those memories will always be there, and those are the best moments. And obviously, like Pom said, everything in the journey remains a memory, and we sit and talk about it. Yes.
Yeah, and I obviously have memories with both of you. And those memories are priceless, and that's what this journey is all about.
Very true, VP Sati. Very true.
Very true
But
indeed.
there's thousands of people on this call, and some of them are brand new. What would your advice be to them?
It's worth it. I would just remind them it's worth it. Because even if, let's say, you did it slowly, and even if it took you 10 years, never mind. Now, 10 years is very slow. If we do a lot of good work persistently, even if we just showed a few plans a week for a couple of years, we can make good money. But never mind. Let's say it took you 10 years. Okay. This business is going to feed your family for 100 years. So in a project of 100 years, that 10 years is still worth it. But if you work on any other thing, I cannot guarantee you that it's going to be worth it. A job, for sure, no. Any other traditional business, 95% of them die within the first 5 years. A pyramid scheme, let's not talk about 10 years. 10 months also you cannot survive. A family business, I don't know. Some investments, I don't know. QNet, the V is going to be around for a long time. So whatever we put in today, it's worth it.
And VP Sati, a lot of people don't realize this. There are so many network marketing companies, and there are so many, part-time gigs, small-time gig. And a person who signs up for whatever reason, you took the decision and you became a part of this family. Just by that process itself, you become lucky, because in a swarm of network marketing company, in a swarm of opportunities, you put on Google, there'll be 20,000 things, make money fast and this and that. You, for some reason, some constellation was right, and then you clicked and you said, I accept, and you became an IR to this company, which means there is somebody who's already looking at you and pushing you in the right direction. So number one, believe in your choice, believe that you've taken the right decision. Okay. And believe in yourself. We have all, we've all been figuring out our life. You will figure this out and it will work. I guess we are those people who can say it works. It's just that you continue walking. You are already lucky that you decided and you chose to be a part of this family. And then we have the V. This is a concept which I don't think so. I don't know about many other network marketing companies, but I don't think so there would be such a wisdom by the founders that they have the V, which takes care of you. Have the ultimate upline who can take care of you. Yeah. So you've already taken the best decision. Now just follow through. Don't doubt your decision. Just follow through. It will happen.
Now that is for the new people. There are also some old people in the show today who are reaching the limit of frustration because of rejection over rejection. They're not earning checks, and they're the verge of giving up. What do you tell them?
It's not over. It's okay. Whatever that you have gone through before was training for tomorrow morning, a brand new day. You can still sit down, do your mauna, do your sadhana. You can still make a better plan. You can still improve upon the past failures, or worse come to worse, no worries. Go build another city. If you think your city is a problem, build another city. You don't even have to go there. You can do it on Zoom. Or build another country. You can do it on Zoom. It's not over until you win. Like what Les Brown says, right? It's not over until I win.
Mm.
It's okay. It's not too late. You got your whole life ahead of you. Consider the past as your training. Tomorrow again, first day. It's
Amazing.
still worth it. It's still worth it.
Yeah.
No one is more than 23 years in the business in QNet, right? So
Yeah.
even if I signed up 23 years ago and I had not made it until today, over a 100-year project, it's still only 23%. It's still worth it.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you for that. VP Sati, there are two lines, one by Datusri, where he kept on saying, I heard in my first few weekends, he said, fast is slow, slow is fast, fast is slow, slow is fast. For me to comprehend that one statement took some time, but the day people understand that, it's the journey, okay? And like he said, it's not over yet. And second thing, what VP Donna once said, delays can happen and delays may happen. What you think and what you do in those delays will determine the length of the delay. And it's so true, because when things are not going right, that's when people start making more mistake. That's when they go out of communication from their uplines. That's when they do less training. That's when they do attend less week-on. In fact, that is the time when we need more of all of this. And if we have the right thought and if we have the right action, before even we know it, the journey will be where you in the direction where you want. So these two statements have been a guiding principle for me. And I believe if just people can, at the time when things are not right, we have to make an extra effort to connect more, to talk more, to converse more, and be in touch with those people who are interested in your growth. And I'm 100% sure there's one person in your genealogy who's interested in your growth. Just work on that relationship. Like VP Sati always, I was told, and you've told this many times, is the relationship. When relationship goes to the next level, business will go to the next level. So there's always one person who's interested in your growth. Find that one person and start building. And magic happens overnight, VP Sati. As in, it just blink of an eye. If you just believe in it, do the right things, you will succeed.
It's true. And I always say that tomorrow is a brand new day, because the next plan you show could be a chief department or could be a VP Sachin or Kavita, or, could be a Arun George. The next plan you show, even though you got rejection for the past 6 months, but the next plan you show could be your rock star already, and you will only fail if you quit. And I've learned this from day one, Datusri always says, if you quit, you'll fail. So it's very exciting. Now,
in fact, your story, VP Sati, when you shared in one of the weekends, the UK story,
yeah,
the tak tak tak, it's an inspiration, and it just gives more heart to everybody that it's been a journey for everyone, and everyone has seen ups and downs. It's what you do when you are going down will change the ride.
And Datusri rightfully says it all the time. Stand up again.
Yes.
Every training now he says it, stand up again. And he's talking to those people who are almost giving up. Those who are getting rejections after rejections, the team is not growing, they're not earning checks. To all those people, stand up again. Okay, Digvijay, will start with you. What is your closing message to everybody?
I just want to tell people one thing. You already made the decision. You're already at the right place. Now back yourself up. And like we've been saying, everybody has been saying here, you only fail when you quit. So just keep walking, keep doing what you are doing, and come to VCC. I promise you, whether you are a new IR, whether you are an old IR, whether you're doing amazing, whether you're struggling, come to VCC. You will get that next click. You will get that next benchmark you want to hit. And it'll happen. Sit there for 3 days and it'll happen for you. So be there, be present. And this journey is so rewarding that it can only be experienced. We can keep on telling you, but believe me, you, your family deserve this life. So we've already taken the decision. Now back it up with action and be there where, where the all action happens. So VCC is coming and things will change overnight.
My closing message would be, network marketing is truly the best project you can ever do. There is no better project. There's nothing like it. The best business, the best leveraging, the best long-term, the best support, the best products. You are already in the best project of your life. So don't waste it. And in all the network marketing companies, QNet is the best because we are working it as a family. You will always have that family support. Everyone in QNet treats you like blood. No one looks at you as a stranger. Your uplines, Dato Sri treats us like blood. So treat your people like your own blood. In the best project, you have the best company, best products, best everything. Doesn't mean it's always smooth, never mind. But family is like that. You have the best business, best company. Just do it. Just do it seriously. And it's truly worth it. I just have to keep saying that it's really, really worth it. And when I compare with all my friends who were in jobs and never joined us, and I look at their life today, VP, we are so blessed. They are now in a couple of hours, they're going to have to wake up and go to office. We are going to think about football, mall, VCon Connect. It's really worth it.
Okay, so AVP Digvijay, AVP Parminder, thank you so much for spending the last 1 hour with me. I wish you both massive success.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, guys, thank you for spending your time in Talk of the Town. We will definitely have another session very soon, and more amazing speakers, guests will be on Talk of the Town. You heard from two of the best top leaders, builders on the ground, building every single day, AVP Perm and AVP Digvijay. And just remember what they said, this is the best project. You only fail if you quit, and give your 100%. It's not too late. And don't forget, VCon Connect, March 27 to 29 this year. Make sure you get your tickets as soon as possible. Watch with your team, watch with your family. It is going to be amazing. Okay, so once again, looking forward to seeing you at the next Talk of the Town. Thank you.
It's close to midnight. Something evil's lurking in the dark. Under the moonlight, you see a sight that almost stops your heart. You try